Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to talk about repeated multiplication. Repeated multiplication means multiplying the number by itself a number of times. For example, if I have 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, that means 4 is multiplied by itself 3 times. And we can write it as 4 power 3, and we can read it as 4 to the power of 3, or 4 is raised to the power of 3, or the third power of 4. The number 4 is repeated and is called the base, while the number 3 is the number of multiplying times and is called the power. So if I have a number like 4 power 3, my number 4 here is called base, and the power here, which is 3, is called power. Okay? If I have a is an integer number, and a multiplied by a multiplied by a multiplied by a n times, it will be equals a power n. For example, if I have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, here we have the 2 4 times, so it's equal 2 power 4, okay? And here we have some rules. My first rule, if I have a negative number with an even power, the answer must be positive number. So if I have number like this one, negative 2 between brackets, power 2, my power here is an even number. So my number or my answer must be positive. So negative 2 between brackets, power 2, the answer will be 4. And you can check this answer with your calculator. But don't forget to put negative 2 between brackets. If you don't put negative 2 between brackets, the answer will be negative 4, and it's totally wrong. So if you have brackets, you have to put it on your calculator. Okay? Number 2, if I have a negative number with an odd power, the answer will be negative number. So for example, if I have negative 2 between brackets again, power 3, the answer will be negative 8. Put it on your calculator with the brackets and you can check your answer. Number 3, if I have a positive integer or positive number with an even or odd number, the answer will be positive. For example, if I have 3 power 2, here my power is an even number, so my answer must be positive. It will be 9. And also, if I have 3 power 3, 3, the base is positive, and my 3 of the power odd. So the answer will be also 27, which is positive. So again, we have 3 very important rules. The first one, negative number with an even power, the answer will be positive. And the second one, negative number with an odd power, the answer will be negative number. And number 3, positive number with even or odd, the answer will be positive number. Okay? Let's go to rule number 4. Any number without power means to the power of 1. For example, if I have a number 5, 5 here without power, but our power here is 1. 5 without power means 5 power 1, but we can't write power 1. Okay? Number 5, 1 to the power of any number equals 1. For example, 1 power 5 equals 1, 1 power 9 equals 1, 1 power 2 equals 1, 1 power 7 equals 1. And here, rule number 6, any number to the power of 0 equals 1. For example, if I have 3 power 0, the answer will be 1. 123 power 0, the answer will be 1. So any number power 0, the answer will be 1. Let's open our booklet page 23. Here in repeated multiplication, we have 2 types of questions. The first type with steps and the second type without steps. To find the answers without steps, you have to find plus or minus. If you find plus or minus or different bases, you have to find the answer without any steps. But if you have same bases and at the same time you have multiplication or division sign, you have to find your answer with the steps. Let's check. The first one, here we don't have any steps because we don't have any signs. So put on your calculator -6 between brackets. You have to put it between brackets power 2. Okay? On your calculator, the answer will be 36. Okay? Letter B. Here we have the sign is multiplying sign, but we have to find same bases. Here the base in the first number is -8, but in the second number we have the base 2. So we have different bases, so we can't solve it with steps. Here put your numbers on your calculator and calculate the answer. So it will be -8 between brackets on calculator power 2 times 2 power 2. The answer will be 256. Let's go to letter C. Here we have the sign between the numbers plus. So find the answer directly without any steps. So put on your calculator -2 between brackets power 4 plus -5 between brackets power 3. Don't forget the brackets. So the answer will be -109. And letter D, we have same bases, but we have the sign between them what? Plus. So if you have the sign plus, you can solve it without any steps using your calculator. -1 between brackets power 100 plus -1 without inside the brackets power 101. The answer will be 0. Letter E. Here we have the multiplication sign, but we have different bases. So find the answer without steps. Put on your calculator -4 between brackets power 3 times -1 between brackets power 5, and the answer will be 64. Letter F. Here we have what? Same bases, but we have the multiplication sign or the division sign? No. So we have here addition sign. So we can't solve it with steps. So put it on your calculator and find the answer, which is 80. So again, to find the answer using steps or putting the answer in the simplest form using the steps, you have to find multiplication or division sign with same bases. If you have addition or subtraction sign or different bases, we can solve it with steps. Okay? Exercise number 2, find the results of each of the following. Letter A, 3 power 7 divided by 3 power 4. Here we have same base, which is 3, and we have the division sign. Okay, so we have to do some steps. My step will be, the first step will be subtracting the powers. In the division sign, if we have a division sign, we have to subtract the powers. So I will put just one base, which is 3, and put in the power place 7 minus 4. What about the 7? It's the power of the first number. And what about the 4? It's the power of the second number. So if we have same bases and the division sign between them or multiplication sign between them, we have to subtract the powers in the division and add the powers in the multiplication. And here we have the division sign, so we have to subtract the powers as we can see in this step. So 3 power 7 divided by 3 power 4 equals 3 power 7 minus 4. Why minus? Because we have division sign between the two numbers. And 7 minus 4 equals 3. So 3 power 7 minus 4 equals 3 power 3, which is equal to 27 on your calculator, because 3 power 3 means 3 times 3 times 3, not 3 times 3 only, okay? Okay, let's check letter G. The same numbers, but with the multiplication sign between them. So in the multiplication sign, we have to add the powers, not subtract the powers. So we will put just one base, which is 3, with the power 7 plus power 4. So the answer will be 3 power 7 plus 4, which is equal 3 power 11, and the answer will be 177,147. Okay, what about letter B? Here in letter B we have same bases and the division sign between them. So we have to put just one base, which is negative 6 between brackets, and we can subtract the powers. So the powers will be 5 minus 3. So after that, 5 minus 3 equals 2. So the answer after that, or the next step, will be negative 6 between brackets power 2, and use your calculator to find this one and put negative 6 between brackets on your calculator to the second power. The answer will be 36. And here in letter H, here we have 2 and 2 power 3. We have same bases and multiplication sign between them. So we have some steps. The first step, the multiplication sign means add the powers. Excellent. So 2 power. The first number here was power 1. I said before that any number without power means power 1. So 2 power 1 times 2 power 3, which is equal to power 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So the second step will be 2 power 4, which is equal 16. Letter C. We have same bases and we have division sign. So I will subtract the powers. I will write just one line with 7 minus 3 in the power place. It will be 9 power 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3 equals 4. So the next step will be 9 power 4, which is equal 6,561. Letter I, we have here same base and multiplication sign, so we have to put the steps. The first step will be the same base, which is negative 4 inside the bracket, and add the powers because we have here multiplication sign, and in the multiplication operation we have to add the powers. Okay, so it will be negative 4 power 3 plus 2, which is negative 4 power 5, equals negative 1024. Don't forget to put the brackets on your calculator. Letter D. Negative 8 power 10 divided negative 8 without power. What mean by without power? Can I put it as 0? No, of course we can put it as 1. Any number without power means power 1. So negative 8 power 10 divided by negative 8 power 1. Here we have same bases and we have divided between the two numbers. So the first step will be negative 8 power 10 minus 1, which is negative 8 power 9, and my final answer equals negative 134,217,728. Letter J, we have same base and multiplication sign, so we have to add the powers. It will be 5 power 3 plus 0, which is equal 5 power 3. The final answer will be 125. Letter E. Let's check. What about the sign between the two numbers? We have plus, and we said before, if the sign plus or minus, so find the answer without any steps with calculator. So put negative 6 inside the brackets power 3 plus 6 power 2 on your calculator. The answer will be negative 180 without any steps. Letter K, concentrate please. 3 power 2 times negative 3 power 3 inside the brackets. Okay, here we have same bases. Yes or no? No? No, we have here same bases, but we have only negative sign, and we can cross or kick it out according to the power of the number. Here we have odd power, which is 3. So the odd power kick the negative sign outside the bracket. But if we have even power, we can cross it, okay? So look at the power. We have 3, which is an odd number, and we can kick the negative sign outside the bracket. And write the question again. It will be 3 power 2 times negative, and open the bracket, put 3, close the bracket, and put 3 in the power place. Here we have now the same base and multiplication sign between the two numbers, so we can solve this question with steps. So put it negative and open the bracket, put 3, close the bracket, and put 2 plus 3 in the power place. It will be negative 3 power 5, which is equal negative 243. Open your booklets, page 24, and put a negative sign in front of 3 power 2. Exercise number 3, arrange in ascending order. Ascending means from the smallest number to the greatest number. At first, solve each one and put its answer above it. Negative 3 power 2, it equals negative 9. And negative 1 inside the brackets power 15 will be negative 1. And negative 4 inside the bracket power 0 equals 1. Negative 3 inside the brackets power 2 equals 9. And 2 power 5 equals 32. After that, the order will be what? The ascending order means the smallest number to the greatest number. The smallest number here is negative 9. Negative 9, which is negative 3 power 2. And we have to write the numbers as we give it to you. So write the following numbers, not the answers. It's just to help you to solve the exercise, okay? After that, negative 1, which is negative 1 power 15. And after that, negative 4 power 0, which is 1. And after that, 9, which is negative 3 power 2. And the last number would be 2 power 5, which is 32. And the next one, 5 power 2, which is equal 25. Negative 5 power 0, which is equal 1. Negative 25 as it is. And negative 1 power 2, which is negative 1. The ascending order here will start with the negative 25, of course. After that, negative 1, which is negative, open bracket 1 and close the bracket, power 2. After that, negative 5 power 0. After that, the last number will be 25, which is 5 power 2. And here, exercise number 4. Find the result of each case of the following. Here we have in letter A, all the bases is 2. And we have the multiplication sign and the division sign. The division sign is over, and over means divided. So all of this I will write just 1, 2, and put 5 plus 6 minus 3 minus 1. 5 plus 6, which is the numbers up, and the numbers down will be divided, and divided means minus or subtract the powers. So it will be 2 power 5 plus 6, and the numbers down, all the numbers down, all the powers down will be with minus, because it's after the division sign, which is over. So it will be 2 power 5 plus 6 minus 3 minus 1, which is 2 power 7, and the answer will be 128. Let's go to letter B. Here we have negative 3 power 3 and negative 3 power 4 over negative 3 power 5. The numbers up will be plus and the powers down will be minus because it's after the division sign. So the powers up, which is 3 plus 4, and the power down, which is 5, it will be minus 5. After that, it will be negative 3 between brackets power 2, and the final answer will be 9. Letter C. Here we have negative 8 and 8 and negative 8. So look at the powers. The first power is 3, which is odd number. We can cross the negative or kick it out in the odd power, we can kick it out. So kick the negative sign outside the bracket. And down we have 5, which is odd also. So we can kick the negative sign outside the bracket and rewrite the question. It will be negative open bracket 8 close the bracket power 3 times 8 power 4 over negative 8 inside the bracket power 5. And we can cross the negative up with the negative down. So cross them and it will be 8 power 3 times 8 power 4 over 8 power 5. I will write it as 8 power 3 plus 4, the powers of the up, and minus the 5, which is down. It will be 8 power 2, which is equal 64. And letter D. Here we have 9 power 6 times negative 9 power 6 over negative 9 power 5 times 9 power 2. At first, look at the powers. 6 up and the 5 down. 6 up means even number, and the even number will cross the negative, okay? So we don't have negative sign here. And what about the 5 down? It's an odd number, so it will kick the negative sign outside the bracket. So it will be as 9 power 6 times 9 power 6 over negative open bracket 9 close the bracket power 5 times 9 power 2. And we can write it as negative open the bracket, put 9 and close the bracket, and put all the powers up with the addition sign and the powers down with the subtraction sign, because it's after the over or after the division sign. So it will be negative open bracket 9 close the bracket 6 plus 6 minus 5 minus 2. So the next step will be negative open bracket 9 close the bracket power 5, which is equal negative 59,049. Letter E. All the bases are 4, and we have multiplication and division sign. So I will write just 1 4, and the powers will be 10 plus 0 minus 3 minus 2, and it will be 4 power 5, which is equal 1024. Letter F. 6 power 0, 6 power 9, 6 power 2, and 6 power 3. All the bases are 6. So I will write just 1 6 and add the powers up and subtract the powers down. It will be 6 power 0 plus 6 plus 9 minus 2 minus 3. It will be 6 power 4, which is equal 1296. Exercise number 5. Here we have a equals negative 5 and b equals 3, and he asked me to find the value of each of the following. Letter A, 3a powers 2. So I will write 3, and after that I will write the a, which is negative 5. So at first write 3, and we have here multiplication sign between the 3 and the a. It's hidden multiplication. Put it multiply and open the bracket and write negative 5 and close the bracket power 2. If we have a negative sign, we have to put the number inside the bracket. Without the bracket, the answer will be totally wrong. So again, if we have a negative sign in any number, we have to put the number inside the bracket to get the correct answer, okay? So after that, put it in your calculator. The answer will be 75. Letter B. 2a means 2 times a, and plus 3b, which is equal 3 times b. So I will write 2 times open bracket and put negative 5 close the bracket plus 3 times b, which is 3, and put all the numbers in and the operations on the calculator. It will be negative 1. Letter C. A powers 2 plus ab powers 2 plus ab. ab means a times b. A powers 2, it will be negative 5 between the brackets power 2 plus b powers 2, which is 3 powers 2 plus a times b, which is negative 5 between the brackets times 3, and the final answer will be 19. Arrange in a descending order from the greatest to the smallest. At first, write the answers up to help you to find the correct descending order. The first number will be what? It will be 100. After that, negative 1, 10,000, negative 1,000, and the last number as it is 1 million. The order will be 1 million. After that, 100 powers 2. After that, 10 powers 2. After that, negative 1 power 5. And the last one, negative 10 power 3. Letter B, 5 power times 5, which is equal to 25, 125, 1, and negative 125. So the descending order will be 5 power 3, 5 times 5, 5 power 0, and negative 5 powers 3. Exercise number 7 in page 25. Put the suitable sign greater than, smaller than, or equal. 4 powers 2 and 4 times 2. 4 powers 2 equals 16 and 4 times 2 equals 8. So 16 is greater than 8. And the next one, 9 powers 2 equals 81. And negative 3 all power 4 equals 81. So they will be equal. Letter C, 1 over 6 times 6 power 5. It's equal 1296. And here we have 1. So 1 over 6 times 5 times 6 power 5 greater than 1. Letter D, and the last one, negative 6 powers 2 and negative 12. Negative 6 power 2, it will be 36. Don't forget to put the number inside the brackets on your calculator to find the correct answer. It will be greater than negative